It is the final day of Keep Track Week, Las Vegas 2022 edition. In full disclosure, this is the one day of Keep Track Week. I don't remember what day of the week it was in Council Bluffs. The first 6 days were either a Friday or Saturday each one, and I kept that variable the same out here. Day 7, I can't remember. I think it was during the week, don't remember. For your information, today in real time for me is a Wednesday. And today is to the flop. Was it limped or was it raised? First 80 hands, straddled hands not counting. If we get to a flop, that counts. If it's limped, it's limped. Whether it's raised, 3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet, that counts as a raise. All-ins also count. So if all in and call pre-flop, that counts as a raise to get to the flop. Same exact rules as last time. Okay, starting here at Aria. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, but it should definitely be 80 flops worth, unless we see like an incredible amount of chops. So, about to go play. I'll keep track. All the first 80 flops that I'm paying attention, not in a conversation or anything. So let's see what happens. All right, it's dark out. Just finished playing at Aria for about 3-4 hours, walking to Caesars. Got the count done in Aria. It was really different from Council Bluffs, but it was also very similar. I'll explain once I get into Vidar. So the count in Council Bluffs was 49 flops. It took a raise to get there. 31, you could get there with a limp. The exact same numbers at Aria today on this Wednesday. 49 and 31. It happened in a much different fashion though. It took way longer to get to 80 flops. That's for 2 reasons. One, way more chops. Wasn't counting them. Counting chops is its own day, but could just tell. I said last time it was about 5, it felt like, and way more out here in Vegas. Also, way more raise and take. 1 raise pre-flop, everybody folded. Wasn't counting those because there was no flop. That happens a lot out here. Way more than in Iowa. Something else I wasn't tracking very specifically, but I felt not many times it was multi-way to the flop. The 49 times the flop happened after a raise pre-flop. Very rarely was it more than heads up. It was a ton of the time in Council Bluffs. It was multi-way. Also, raise, you know, it was limp or raise. The raise category included all types of raises, single raises, 3-bets, 4-bets. I think there were only 3 hands that were 3-bet or more that got to the flop. A lot more in Council Bluffs also. Through 28 flops, it was actually 21 raised flops and only 7 limped. I thought it was gonna keep trending like that, but I have some thoughts on why it was like that for the first 28. Also have some thoughts on how we got the same number. Didn't really expect the 49 and 31 because the games are so different in Council Bluffs and in Vegas. So I was actually planning to only do 1 day, you know, day 8 of this Keep Track week on the wrap up and my conclusions. But I have so many thoughts on this day 7. Even though I got to the same number as in Council Bluffs, it was way different. So I might do day 8 is Keep Track week days 1, 2, 3, 4. My thoughts on the conclusions and the comparison, and day 9 a second video on my thoughts Keep Track week days 5, 6, and 7 because I don't like the videos to be too long. So probably that's how I'm going to do it. And tomorrow start with some conclusions, comparing, contrasting, things like that. So stay tuned.